What is going on, guys? It's your boy Kamon. Today I'm going to guys a deck profile for Swordsoul. I did take this to locals, but trying to get the stuff off the camera, so give me a few. But I think this list is actually pretty powerful. It's more of a standard-ish list, but yes, let's get right into it. I'm going to show you guys the main deck extra and side. It's very late, so I'm going to try to make this one sort of quick so I can get this out to y'all the same day, or no, in the morning. Sorry. See, it's late. It's like 4 a.m., bro. Let's go right into it. The deck performed pretty well. I only had one loss today, and if I'm being honest, no Johns. I literally only lost because the first game I bricked, and I was just like, cool. You know what I mean? But I didn't break the rest of the day. You know what I mean? But it happens. So, main deck, 3 Yugioh, Heart and Soul of the deck, best card in this deck, essentially. Especially going second, you can just summon this for free and then get out any of your Swordsoul from your hand or deck. So keep that in mind. And she is a level 4 and she is a tuner. And actually, people tend to forget she does have a second effect where during the end phase, if a fusion monster did hit the graveyard this turn, you could just put it back to your hand. So do keep that in mind if you can with Yugioh. Good card. So yeah, 3 of her. I wouldn't play her at 2. Playing her at 3 is too good. And then obviously for the Swordsoul lineup, obviously, we are playing 3 Moye, best girl, obviously. 3 Long Yuang, best extender. And then 2 Taya. This is the best late game card. Again, I guess kind of say it. If you guys have not seen my Swordsoul guides, make sure you check those out. I'm gonna be putting out more for y'all pretty soon. Just been very busy, but yeah. Very standard. This lineup will never really change, if I'm being honest. Maybe you can play this card at 2 if there's like a new worm monster that comes out and or a new Swordsoul monster that comes out, but this is fine right here, honestly. So very standard. You can't really complain too much and can't really say too much about these cards right here, because it's like, bro, you wouldn't really want to play these at any other ratio, if I'm being honest. Maybe this card at 3 if you're that desperate, but it's like it's not that deep, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Now I'll go into the tenues. Obviously, very standard tenues. So it's 3 Ashuna, 2 Vishuddha, 2 Adara, and then obviously the 1 Shadana. This does come out pretty clutch, but only thing is, I feel like this is like the only brick of the deck. I hate drawing this card. It's not the end of the world if you do draw this card, if I'm being honest, but it does suck when you do it, because like then this target is not as active anymore, because like there's been many times where like you would leave like a level 4 token on the field and you're just like, oh yeah, I just need this, but like this is either in the graveyard or banished, so it's like, damn, what do I do from there? You know what I mean? But I wouldn't change this lineup really. Maybe add a second one of these. It maybe play like the water and the fire one, maybe, if anything, but this list is fine for me. Again, only had a single loss today in tournament, which I lost because of brick, so it's not too bad. But yeah, that's very standard for the Swordsoul and Tintini lineup. You cannot complain too much, for being honest. Like, it's just, you know, it works. It definitely does work, bro. So now, hand traps. We are playing 3 Ash Blossom, and I am main decking 2 of the Ghost Spell. Ash is Ash. Ash is a good card in here because it's level 3 tuner. So if you do summon out any of your level 7 sword Tindies, you can just normal summon one of these guys and then just synchro summon to a Baron if you want to, and or a different worm level 10 monster. Ghost Spell is really good this format because of what is it called? Fire Kings. Yeah, bro, Fire King. This just nope, Grunix, you can't do it. You know what I mean? So I think these are the best hand traps that you do want to play in here. If you want to play this card at 3 in here, you can, but I think 2 is fine. The reason why I play Ash at 3 is because like Ash is good against every deck and good against everything, and it hits everything. You know what I mean? This only stops grave stuff and banish stuff. You know what I mean? So maybe like if you want to run rampant, sure, you can play this card at 3, but I like it at 2 and 3, good ratio. As it for the hand traps, I'm not playing anymore, bro. I'm not playing anymore. Even then, like I've been kind of falling off the hand trap stuff regardless, but for Swordsoul it's different because it's good to like have the hand traps back up your board that you do have, because you do make 2 negates, so it's good to have 2 negates plus hand traps. But in this build, you actually make 3 negates plus hand traps, believe it or not. and like other stuff too. So now for spell cards, we are playing 3 Droplet. I am not on a lot of hand traps, so therefore I think Droplet is perfect. Plus, this card is super good this form, especially versus Fire Kings, because a lot of their stuff is going to activate during the like damage step, whatever. So Droplet is the best thing that can actually stop those cards from doing anything. So it's just good, and it's a good board breaker too, bro. You go activate Emergence, they go, I don't know, affect a Baron, and then you go chain Droplet. You send the Emergence and then other cards in your hand to grave. Turn off everything. So I think Droplet is just definitely a staple of this format. Thank God Arise Heart is gone, bro. Thank God he's gone, because I cannot deal with that stupid card anymore, bro. So unfair. Now I gotta get rid of Shifter, bro. So for those, and then obviously for the searchers, we are playing 3 Emergence. Obviously very standard, you know what I mean? Just search out anything you want. Free Rhoda. People were saying this card's gonna get hit. I was like, bro, they're not gonna hit this card. That's such a random, like, oh, you know what I mean? 3 Emergence. You know, the biz. And I am playing 2 Heavenly, and I am playing 2 Talents. These 2 are possibly my favorite combos in this deck, gotta be honest, bro, because there has been many of times where you go Ecclesia, right? Summon for free. Effect. If they don't Ash, you can summon out a Moye effect, reveal, and they go like Imperma, Veiler, and that's when you chain Circle to move this and get a new monster. You get the token, and on Resolution, you activate Talents, and then it's such a good combo, bro. I think this combo in here is what makes this deck very viable. Just like baiting out things and then just moving it and then punishing you. You know what I mean? Like broken. I like these 2 in here. Low key, if you want to play these cards at 3, you could, but I want to make room for other techs in here, if you know what I mean. So for those 4, and then obviously for the 1-ups, we are playing the 1 Summit and then the 1 Call by the Grave. If you don't want to play this in or Summit, you can place one of these for the 3rd Ghost spell, but I do like playing Summit. There are some builds that I have seen, and people were saying they do not like Summit, and I understand that Summit doesn't do anything on its own, but it's like you have a lot of things that also do not do anything on their own, like Taya doesn't do anything on his own. What else? Your hand traps don't do anything on their own. Neither does this, you know what I mean? Neither does, believe it or not, these do nothing like on their own. And your opponent has to like, you need a monster and your opponent has to like react. So it's like, I just like having that extra like extender, because the reason why you can make a 3 negate field is because of this card. And this card actually helps deal with nib, you know what I mean? Like, you just, even if you do get nibbed, you just summon the 1 card back, and then you're good to go. And then call by is call by. And now for the spicy tech in here, because come on, it's not a Kamon video without spicy tech in a Swordsoul build, you know what I mean? So don't laugh at me, bro, don't laugh at me. But we are actually main decking 2 Synchro Zone, 1 Rivalry, and then obviously the 1 Blackout. We know what Blackout is and does, but let's talk about these, bro. Talk about these, especially Synchro Zone. I posted a Swordsoul video, what, months ago, where I was citing this. I'm like, yo, this card is so sick, it's so good. It's a free floodgate, you know what I mean? So if you guys do not know what this card does, so what it does, while face up on the field, you cannot declare an attack with monsters unless they are synchro monsters, right? So off rip, that's a big floodgate for a lot of stuff this matter, because like, unless they're synchro monster, they're not attacking, right? The other effect, the main effect, right? During your opponent's main phase, you can send this card from your field to the graveyard, and then synchro summon during your opponent's turn. So therefore, if you want to make a Baxia on your opponent's turn to spend 2 cards, you can do that, you know what I mean? So like, if you do get de-barriered, this card, you still can do whatever you need to do. And the main reason why I do play this card is because the second effect, actually, if your face-up synchro monsters are sent to the graveyard by your opponent's card effect, either card effect or battle, sent to your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can target one of them that's sent to the graveyard, and then bring it right back, and then it becomes a tuner. Now, the reason why that's super good, there's been many a times where you would make a Baron plus Shishao, set a blackout and pass, right? And then they would go like, oh, here's a Kaiju, you know what I mean? Here's Lava Golem. This right here, no, you're not getting rid of it too easily. And the best part about this card, which what I really love, let's say I have a Baron on field, right? And I go Baron effect, negate, right? And then you destroy Baron. Synchro Zone brings back Baron, and then you do have that Baron negate once again. So again, I think this card is so sick. If you want to run a card at 3, you can, but I think 2 in here is just fine. And then Rivalry in here and just Rivalry. I think it does okay, this meta. You know what I mean? Everything in here is a worm aside from Ecclesia. You know what I mean? Ecclesia and Baron. Everything else in here is a worm. And I wouldn't side this card. I like to just main it because it's like this is one of those cards. It's like it's a one of I can't search. I rather just hard draw it off rip. And like if I don't like it, it's a good side out card. You know what I mean? So why not just main it? You know what I mean? Because like I view this card kind of how I view Imperial Order. I wouldn't side that card. I would either main it or I don't play it at all. And that card's busted. This card can stop a lot of decks this format, bro. Like, so much. Like, if you're fighting against Fire Kings, for instance, when they do, like, their stuff, if they link off their little level 1 into Link Kribo, flip this up, and their turn just ends, bro. They're not summoning anything else, you feel me? So, but yeah, I like these trap cards in here. This actually did save me a lot in one of my matches today because he was not able to actually enter battle and attack with Fenrir, you know what I mean? So because this is, your opponent cannot declare an attack. And this affects your opponent, not the monster. So, yeah, again, I think this card is super good. It's very slept on. And it actually, Goatee is playing this card too, you know what I mean? So, if they're playing it, why can't we play? You know what I mean? So, I think Synchro Zone, you'll be seeing a lot of this card a lot more often. It might actually go up in price, so if you want to pick it up now, you can. It's cents, so... yeah, that is it for the main deck. A solid 40 cards. Very solid. No desires or anything like that. I just feel like don't need it anymore, bro. It's a good card, but I don't think it's like needed like that. But yeah, let's go on to the extra deck. Super cool extra deck. Obviously, 2 Monk and the one Shaman. I don't have SP anymore. Max took it back, so therefore can't showcase the SP. But I did put in a different card instead of SP, which is still just as good. Not as powerful, obviously, but no, it is. It's just powerful, in my opinion. So yeah, just these for the links. But if I do have SP, I'll put the SP in here. I'm probably just gonna buy one. For the synchros, for the 7s, we do have the 1 Yazi. For the 8s, 2 Boxia. Boxia is actually a lot more broken now because of Synchro Zone. Summoning this boy on your opponent's turn is crazy, in my opinion, bro. Like, spinning back 2 cards so then you have even more interruption is busted, bro. Busted. So, yeah, that's it for those. Everything else is just 8s. 2 Shishao plus the 1 Draco Berserker for the 8 worms. That's it for the 8s of the worms. Well, I have more 8s, but yeah, that's it for these. Very standard. 2 of, 1 player's card at 1, 2 of, 1 of, you know what I mean? Just in case you do get worm locked, those are the best ones you do want to actually try to summon. For the 8s, we are rocking the 1 Dragite, and I'm still rocking the 1 Boral Sabbath, bro. Y'all gotta get off the bumper with this card. I was getting some comments saying how this card is bad, don't play it. And I'm just like, bro, open your mind. You're playing Swordsoul. Bro, main reason why I'm playing this card is because I'm playing Droplet, bro. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, that makes no sense, right? So, reality, let's keep it a stack real quick. If you summon Shaman and use the effect, you're not gonna summon this. You know what I mean? You will not summon Boral Savage Dragon after doing this effect. You know what I mean? Because he will not get his effect. So, for those who are saying, like, don't play this because you know, you'll get it off of Shaman's effect, why are you summoning this off of Shaman, for 1, right? 2, the main reason why it's good with Droplet, because, you know, let's say you, so a basic combo that you can do to get 3 negates on the field does actually include your, where is it at? Oh, it does include you to have Circle in your hand, right? because Circle's going to actually tribute out your Monk. You know what I mean? So that's going to put this in the graveyard, which you'll have this here, summon this, effect, put that there, right? Now, if you have no other cards in your hand, let's say you have this plus Shisha and like a Baron and this, right? You can literally go activate Droplet, send the Monk to graveyard to negate things. And the best part about Savage, he does not need the Link material to negate stuff. People tend to forget that, bro. This just powers him up, you know what I mean? So you can get rid of your Link monster with your Droplet in your hand, you know what I mean? To negate something, and then you'll still have a Savage negate. And if you do not believe me, look up the card and read it, bro. Because I be getting comments saying, are you sure? I'm like, yes, I'm sure, bro. For that one. So because of that, I think it's a good card. Plus, it's a good card overall because, like, you're not just summoning this for a negate. When you summon him and you target one of your links, it becomes stronger. So therefore, it becomes a bigger beat stick than like a Blue Eyes, you know what I mean, or a Galaxy Eye, stuff like that. So again, I think this card is nifty and cool. Don't let others try to tell you not to play it because they don't understand. Try it out first, then come holla at me. But yeah, that is it for those. Just 10, so we are playing the one Sinister, the one Changing, then the one Baron. Run off the 10s, and then the last monster we are running is obviously the one Typhon. Typhon is actually pretty good in here. Again, if I had SP, I'd run it over Typhon, but Typhon is just as good, if not better, in certain situations because, like, no nib for you, bro. No nib, no big monsters, none of that, bro. And the best part is Typhon in defense mode, you know what I mean? Against, like, a certain deck that has big monsters. And then you have Synchro Zone. They're not doing it. Like, this alone beats Mana DM, you know what I mean? Like, they're not attacking over Typhon, you know what I mean? They're not attacking in general. Their big monsters are not using their effects, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so good. Like, so, like, whenever you're building a deck, it's definitely good to kind of keep in mind, like, this works with this works with that, you know what I mean? But that's it for the main deck, or the extra deck. Let's go to the side deck, which makes a lot of sense, and I guess obligatory. Get your tokens, you know what I mean? Not a Swordsoul play the tokens, just kidding. But again, I get these tokens from Etsy.com, and you can get the secret version of Ecclesia from eBay. And I get this mat from Manamoon/eBay also. So yeah, get right into it. So for the side deck, we are actually citing 2 Nib because Nib is actually very, very, very strong in my opinion. Such a good card. I can't see myself not citing this card because it hurts a lot of decks, bro. Fire Kings, Mana DM, etc. This deck, PK, all that, bro. Shinthurion a little, not really, but yeah. Just 2 of these. Everything else is just kind of spell and trap. So we are citing 3 Spellbound. This card is so sick. This is how you beat Shinthurion. Because if they're trying to go for that stupid lock with King Calamities, you just go Spellbound, no. You know what I mean? So 3 Spellbound, go to card. I am citing 2 thrusts, and my thrust targets are literally 1 Herald of the Abyss for Purely, 1 Regeki, and 1 Duster. And I actually got these 2 card ideas from Max, so shout out Max. So there's been many times where I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna search out Lightning Storm, right? But people will off-rip some of their stuff in defense mode against you. And it's so annoying because Lightning Storm doesn't destroy monsters in defense mode, only attack mode, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, these 2 cards do the same thing, and it doesn't require you to have no cards on your field, you know what I mean? So why not just side 1 of each, because you can search them out with your thrust. So siding in the Regeki, when your opponent puts stuff in defense mode, you're just like, alright, thrust, get Regeki, bye, you know what I mean? Or thrust, get Duster, bye, you know what I mean? And these 2 cards are actually very, very, very good versus Rescue Waste too, believe it or not. It's good versus Purely. I play this only for Purely. Maybe sometimes add Ignister, you know what I mean? I'd just be like, get that card out of here, bro. So yeah, that's it for these, for the targets for those. I have 2 more targets, but yeah, last 3 anti-spell. This card is busted in this format. So good. Definitely try this card, and if you can, it does so much for you, bro. So much. Fire King straight up loses if they cannot play their spell cards, so anti-spell is a pretty good card for that. Then last card we are running, we are siding the 2 evenly. Now, if you want to side 1 because you can search it with the thrust, you can, but I don't want to rely on the 1 card to search this out. If my opponent does something, I want to just kind of hard draw this if I can search it out, or if I can't, you know what I mean? So playing it at 2, in my opinion, is still pretty good. But yeah, that is it for the main, extra, and side. I think it's very, very solid. I do like having the Raigeki and Duster in here because I think it's pretty nifty and pretty sweet. But yeah, man. That's it, man. Hope you guys did enjoy. Like and subscribe to the video. See you guys next time, man. Have an awesome one. Peace.